Good morning, riders. Today is Friday, February the 15th. I'm Dominic Smith.
And I'm Ariana O'Brien. In the month of January, Sierra High School hosts Future Freshman Night to help the 8th graders with their 9th grade scheduling.
Thanks, Izzy. Each year, schools across Delaware join together and rock their socks for National Down Syndrome Awareness Day.
Let's see what that's about.
Happy ending.
I thought love was only true in fairy tales, meant for someone else, but not for me. Love was out to get me, that's the way it seemed. Disappointment haunted all my dreams. And then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer, not a trace.
Thanks, Tracy. Remember, they begin selling February 19th, and make sure to wear your socks March 21st.
Did you know that you could check the weather out right here at the school?
How would you do that?
I don't know. Let's go take a look.
Hi, my name is Marissa Gomez. Have you ever wondered what the weather was like here at Cesar Rodney High School? Well, now we have a way to find out.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Marasco, and I teach Earth Science and Space with Ms. Woods, as well as Physical Science here at Cesar Rodney High School. Our weather station is up and running, and it provides our local weather. It gives us current temperature, barometric pressure, and relative humidity, among many other items that it records for us. Those daily and hourly readings help us watch the fronts as they move through our area. Access to these current conditions reinforces how real our weather is and what we actually see and feel. Then we can compare it to the data and look at that reading and be able to make those connections between the data that's collected.
Students at Cesar Rodney High School now have a way to access this app as well.
The WeatherLink 2.0 from Davis Instruments app is free to anyone, and you search for Cesar Rodney High School with uppercase in the beginning of each word, and you can download this app and have our current local weather here at the high school.
My name is Marissa Gomez, and we're signing out.
Thanks, Marissa. And now for our weekly segments.
Morning, riders. My name is Cameron Nestor, and let's get into the weather. Today we're looking at some rain in the afternoon with a high of 55 degrees. Saturday and Sunday, it'll be in the 40s with a rain and snow mixture. Monday through Wednesday, it's going to be in the low 40s and have some rain and snow and mix again. It has been a crappy few days. I mean, why we have to deal with this again, I don't know. Thursday, again, we'll have another rain and snow mixture, and that temperature will be in the high 40s. And to finish it off, Friday, we'll have a wintry mixture possible with a high of 49 degrees. That's all from me. Have a great day, and let's go Riders.
Dining with Dom. Dining with Dom. Good morning, riders. This is Dining with Dom, bringing you your lunch menu for next week. Now, Monday, we don't have school. Tuesday, we have Mandarin chicken with rice and egg roll. Wednesday, we have buffalo chicken or beef cheesesteak. Thursday, we have chicken nuggets. And Friday, we have rotini and meatballs with breadstick. And now, almost dropped it, but Girl Scout cookies. Would you rather have a Thin Mint or Samoa? Or are tagalongs more your style? If you're interested in purchasing Girl Scout cookies, see Ms. Zeman in B106 for more info. Thank you. This has been Dining with Dom.
Good morning, riders. It's time for Motivational Moment with Kendall. Today's quote is by Mother Teresa. It reads, "If you want to learn how to love, first we must forgive. Don't hold grudges against each other. Be happy." This has been Motivational Moment with Kendall.
Thank you, everyone, and that is all we have for this week. I'm Dominic Smith.
And I'm Ariana Bryan. And let's go Riders.
The Lego Movie 2, the second part, is written by Christopher Miller and Phil Lord, is directed by Mike Mitchell, and features the voices of Chris Pratt, Elizabeth Banks, and Will Arnett. This is the sequel to 2014's The Lego Movie, and it takes place right after the end of the first one. Bricksburg is now an apocalyptic wasteland from the Duplo invasion, and now that Emmett's friends have been taken by a strange new threat, he must travel into outer space in order to save them. Welcome to Rider Reviews. This is Antonio Rivera. Firstly, Lord and Miller are returning to the project, but they are not directing this time, they are only writing. I'm a huge fan of the original Lego Movie. I found it to be hilarious, visually stunning, and very heartwarming. I've also seen the Lego Batman movie, which I did enjoy, and it hits a lot of the same notes as the original. I have not seen the Lego Ninjago movie. With that said, the Lego Movie 2 is alright. It doesn't nearly reach the same heights as the Lego Movie, and doesn't even reach the Lego Batman movie either. However, I did still enjoy it. Starting with the positives, the movie is a visual treat. It is fun and vibrant to look at, and I loved all the little details they had on the characters' designs, like smudges and fingerprints and scratches. I appreciate that the animation is funny, too, and used in a lot of creative ways, especially that they've now returned to form and have been making almost the entire movie out of Lego pieces like the original Lego Movie. The voice acting is mostly spot on, with a lot of the original cast returning to reprise their roles. Emmett and all of his friends are still very funny and very endearing characters. There are a lot of great jokes and fun gags for both children and adults alike. Miller and Lord's use of meta-humor is in full swing in this film, and it mostly hits. Something that I thought was really funny in the movie was how obviously it feels like the first movie in terms of pacing and gags and certain events throughout the film. There are a lot of jokes that are almost repeated from the first movie, but in a different context, and I still found it funny. This is actually something Lord and Miller have done before, and it worked then too. However, I did have several issues with this film, some of which were particularly glaring. There are several musical numbers throughout its runtime, maybe 4 or 5, and somehow almost every single one was absolutely insufferable to sit through. It was just loud, obnoxious, generic pop music that wasn't particularly well made and had me scratching my head and wanting to plug my ears. It's a shame too, because the context of the film and the song and its lyrics are clever and funny, if a little too on the nose, and these pop song qualities make sense in the universe, but it doesn't change the fact that it was just terrible to listen to. Another issue I had with this film is how predictable it is. There's a twist in the movie that sets up the third act that I guessed about 20 minutes in, maybe. Granted, there were hints in the movie that I noticed and helped lead me to that conclusion, but anyone with an attentive enough ear can tell what the twist is going to be. I just wish I hadn't known, and the impact of the twist might have been a little bit greater. My last complaint deals with the feeling of the film, and this is a strange critique. This movie is absolutely a Lego movie. It looks like one, it sounds like one, it's written like one, but for some reason it didn't entirely feel like a Lego movie. It didn't have all of the charm and the heart that the previous two. It felt almost, not entirely, but it felt like this one was kind of cashing in on the idea of franchises. Sure, I laughed a few times, but I was mostly just smiling and breathing air through my nose, while compared to the first one and the Lego Batman movie, I was giggling like a little kid for a lot of it, and sometimes even laughing out loud. This one has a heartwarming message like its predecessor, but it just didn't connect on the same level that the original did, especially the original Lego movie. The first movie especially tapped into the 10-year-old boy I used to be, when times were simpler and I had more imagination and fun. It was something I never knew I was missing when I saw the Lego Movie, and it was one of the reasons why I fell in love with it, and that feeling just wasn't here for the Lego Movie 2. Even if this is the weakest Lego Movie that I've seen, I would still recommend it. It's still funny, it's still heartwarming, and it's still really great to look at. It's a solid way to spend an hour and 47 minutes.